Zinc anode swimming pool repair. I have paid someone to repair rebar corrosion in my chlorine pool. He has done patchwork successfully before. The last time he added some zinc anodes to reduce the corrosion. He patched 3 areas. The new plaster is now breaking away in those areas. I'm thinking a reaction between the zinc and iron slash corrosion is causing heat or vapor to escape and then is being released through the plaster. Can you explain why I might be getting the breaking up of plaster in a chlorine, it's not specifying salt pool?
So if there's corrosion in the rebar in the shell of a pool, there's a couple possibilities. First obvious one is that the cage was shot with not enough coverage, so that the steel cage is too close to the surface of the pool. The only real way to rectify that is to re-encase and cover the concrete itself. By using an anode, a zinc anode, what that's designed to do is to draw voltages out of the water. There's always trace voltages that are, especially in the world we live in today, with leakage into the soil of electricity and the grid system actually leaking electricity into the ground, that could be being attracted to the steel itself. But as long as the steel itself is bonded and ground, it's not going to cause any problems. Maybe what he was thinking of with the zinc anode, if this is a salt pool, is the zinc anode would be attracting the voltages in the water. See, because once you add salt to the water, and I don't know if this is a salt pool or not, you add salt to the water, the salt is in a concentrate that's enough to allow electricity to flow through water. Pure water does not transmit electricity. Water with dissolved metals in them can transmit electricity, and dissolve chemicals, not just metals, but dissolve chemicals in them. In a salt pool environment, trace voltages very easily can travel through the water, and they attack the soft components, the metal components of the pool itself. And likely he was putting a zinc anode in there to help distract the voltages from attacking the steel in the cage itself. But I can't see that being very effective, because as long as there's enough of a coverage of concrete encapsulating and covering over that steel and sealing off that steel from the water, there shouldn't be any corrosion or something happening in between there. Likely what happened if you're getting spalling there is maybe the last time the repair was done, you didn't get enough adhesion to the surface wasn't rough enough, and the new plaster patch or whatever you put on didn't hold, or something else happened there. I doubt that it has anything to do with an interaction between the steel and corrosion and the zinc anode itself. The zinc anode is simply a sacrificial anode. That is the softest metal, and any voltages would attack that first. That should have nothing to do with what's happening to the steel close to water. So to me, it's kind of a full circle of questions that I have, and I'm not sure that I could give the proper answer, but I think they're two completely independent things.